Well, the Office of the Attorney General is fending off claims of unjust treatment towards protesters who were arrested during the recent demonstration organized by the Democracy Hub group. So far, 53 individuals have been arraigned for their alleged involvement in the disturbances, with some remanded into police and prison custody for 2 weeks. Deputy Attorney General Alfred Tuanyeboa emphasizes that the prosecution of the arrested protesters is being conducted in accordance with the law.
The recent denial of bail for the accused individuals, now remanded for 2 weeks, has triggered widespread outrage, particularly among human rights activists and organizations. This decision has fueled a social media campaign with hashtags such as Free the Citizens gaining traction as many demand the immediate release of the protesters. Despite mounting accusations of the government employing excessive force against the protesters, Deputy Attorney General Alfred Tuanyeboa, speaking on ChannelOne TV's weekend program The Big Issue, dismissed these claims.
Nobody should be thinking that if there is no charge and you're even found guilty, you will not be going, you cannot be in prison. Whether the court you want to imprison you or not to imprison you will depend on the circumstance of the case. And so far as we went through all these processes and the accused persons have been remanded, if they disagree with the ruling of the trial court, what they are supposed to do, the lawyers maybe that have advised them, is that they will fill it up. As I speak to you now, I can tell you that some of the accused persons have filed applications to the High Court. Some will see that is by the court. And that is due process.
Private legal practitioner Bobby Banson condemned the protesters' extreme actions during the Democracy Hub demonstration. He stressed the importance of upholding the rights to protest while ensuring it is done responsibly.
And I've not seen NDC demonstration that they have gone to burn assets of the other political party, or because they were demonstrating, then they are blocking, they choose their routes, they want to demonstrate and prevent pests. That is clearly in breach of the Public Order Act that I have read. And so I believe that we should allow due process. If they have evidence of the alleged infraction of their rights, they should not just sit on social media and then create hashtags and do all those. They should go to court and prove it. And in this country, people who have been unlawfully detained have been awarded compensation by the court. So there is precedent they can follow. Otherwise, you are just calling the police a bad name just to hang it for whatever reason. And we as a society should not entertain some of these things. The fact that we are speaking against the excesses doesn't mean that we promote galamsey, as they are trying to let it look.
Fred Adbenyon, NDC parliamentary candidate for the Guan constituency, criticized the police for detaining bystanders during the protest, voicing concerns about the growing trend of using police forces to silence citizens.
We have said that when we engage in a demonstration and there are excesses, the leadership of that demonstration must take responsibility. We have said that. My difficulty is the way the police rounded up everybody. Till date, are we suggesting that all the 53 plus people that were taken to court and refused to grant bail were seriously involved in a wrongdoing? Because there are footages that are showing that some of them were just standing and watching. So why are you keeping all such persons till now? And so I am saying that we shouldn't use the court system. Shouldn't use the police to suppress citizenry and to suppress the people from speaking against the ills in our society. What I am saying, it is a clear case of a show of power.
Deputy General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Haruna Mohammed, refuted allegations that President Akufo-Addo has failed to address the issue of illegal mining. He also accused the NDC of using the Democracy Hub protests as a cover to stage political demonstrations.
I disagree with the fact that the president slept on his job when it comes to the fight against galamsey. We all know Samuel Okudzedu sat on a national platform to indicate the number of licenses that was under John Dramani Mahama, Mills Mahama government. It was 56. 56 was licensed.
That's true.
And then currently, the license means here people who have been licensed to do it legally, to do it right, to do it properly, is 1,503. It means that the president, having said he's putting his presidency online, has went through to make sure, because of the decentralization of the Minerals Commission, trying as much as possible to put in measures to be able to contain this particular exercise, has given the room for people to be able to license and do the mining on a very serene, very lawful, very regulated.
Andrews Appiah Dankwa, a member of the Movement for Change, called for President Akufo-Addo's impeachment, citing the administration's lack of commitment to combating the Galamsey crisis.
Nana Akufo-Addo has slept on his job. He's breached the oath he took. Because you see, beyond the trust created in Article 257, he took an oath. He said he was going to be faithful to Ghana. Now that meant that he was going to be faithful to his obligations under the Constitution. He was going to be faithful to the trust, to the obligations placed on him as a result of the trust. But clearly he's breached that. He's breached that, and for us, the repository of sovereign power, to ensure that this crime does not ever happen to us, we need, I know he has like 70 or about 100 days more, I don't know, about some few days more. But I think we ought to call on the president either to resign, I know he will resign, but to impeach him.
Meanwhile, Oliver Bakavomawo and 12 other members of Democracy Hub who have been remanded in police custody for 2 weeks are expected to reappear in court on October 8. The Office of the Attorney General has stressed that the situation would have been problematic should the protesters be remanded without appearing before the court. It also emphasizes that the granting of bail application is to the discretion of the court. For Channel One News, my name is Daniel Sakiti.